So these two gig CEOs got into a bit of a spar on Twitter between them. We have over here Jitse Groen. He's a Dutch billionaire, I think worth maybe like 1.7 billion, self-made guy, young, dynamic, aggressive, right? And he is the CEO of Just Eat Takeaway. And then in the other corner, you got this like bait and switch scam artist CEO Dara Khosrowshahi, who earns a salary from these investors. And so they start duking it out on Twitter. And I tell you what, Jitse Groen slapped him down. After that last tweet, and I'm going to read it to you right now, silence. He was just shut up right there, right? Probably like how Dara's wife does with him every day. She just shuts him down, right? Because the little man with the G-strings is just not man enough to brawl it out, right? He'll always do things like underhandedly. You know the story, right? So, Jitse slaps him down. How does Jitse slap him down? Here we go. Round one. So Uber Eats will launch in Berlin in the next few weeks and potentially expand into other German cities in the coming months. Before I get to the fight, to the brawl between these two things, let me warn every German that wants to become a gig worker for Uber Eats. Machen Sie es nicht. Absolut nicht. Vergessen Sie diese Firma. Diese Firma ist sehr bekannt für die ganzen Bait-and-Switch-Taktiken. Laufen Sie weit weg entfernt. That in Germany is basically warning any gig worker to stay the F away from Uber Eats, right? Because they will screw you over. Rather stay local, support your local companies, and people that actually care for you, right? CEOs that care for you. And we're going to get to that part because it's actually get very, very funny. Approximately 24 million people use the app to order food from around 126,000 restaurants in Europe last year as lockdowns resulted in more people ordering takeaways. Just Eat Takeaway CEO Jitse Groen accused Uber CEO Dara Khosrowshahi of trying to depress his firm's share price. And this is pretty much how it plays out, right? So the CEOs of Uber and Just Eat Takeaway on Wednesday became engaged in a public spat after Uber announced it is planning to launch in Germany, a market that is currently dominated by Just Eat Takeaway. Uber Eats will launch in Berlin in the next few weeks and potentially expand into other German cities in the coming months. Just Eat Takeaway CEO Jitse Groen accused CEO Dara Khosrowshahi of trying to depress his firm's share price on Twitter on Wednesday. Shares of Just Eat Takeaway closed down almost 3%. Khosrowshahi responded, advice. This is from a CEO, right, who gets an annual salary trying to school a billionaire. Advice, pay a little less attention to your short-term stock price and more attention to your tech and ops. So that was the little thing. Now it gets really interesting. Shortly thereafter, and this is the best part of the entire video. Shortly thereafter, Groen, the CEO of Just Eat, right? He says, if I may, he's being polite, if I may, start paying taxes, minimum wages, and social security premiums before giving a founder advice on how he should run his business, right? So start treating your people like humans, right? Before you give a founder, a self-made billionaire advice. And that is just the ultimate slapdown. Love it. Make the video viral. Mr. Groen, we're in your corner. Let us know how we can recruit more people for you in Europe. Reach out to me. My email is below. Ek praat oor die Hollandse taal. I also speak Dutch, so I'll have no problem having a great conversation with you in your language or English, right? So let us help you. And then more importantly, let us help you roll out in the United States. Because if any self-made billionaire has the ability to slap down a CEO and show how much he cares about individuals, right? Start paying taxes, which he's doing, minimum wages, which he's doing, and social security premiums before giving a founder advice. That's the type of CEO we need in the United States. That's who we welcome to run a gig company in the United States. So we will roll out the red carpet for such caliber CEOs, not a cheap shot, bait and switch, Sly Malone, Dara Khosrowshahi. So Uber operates its ride-hailing service in 13 cities across Germany. And mark my words, the big lawsuits, Germans are not lawsuit happy people, right? But they will collaborate on this one, and they will follow in the UK's footsteps, and they will follow in South Africa's footsteps and take it to the German Supreme Court, right? Machen Sie es. Reden Sie nicht darüber. Denken Sie nicht darüber. Machen Sie es. Which means don't think about it. Do it, right? Take these guys to court and get what they deserve. Get the same type of conditions. Minimum wages, social security, taxes, etc. Make them pay taxes. Germany needs to put that pressure on Uber. So a spokesman for Uber told CNBC, as part of our ongoing investment in Germany, we're excited to be launching Uber Eats to unlock the full potential of Uber's mobility and delivery platform. Don't count your chickens before they hatch, because I can see Uber Eats flopping big time. This is Groen's territory, and he will slap you down like he did on Twitter. Based on feedback from restaurants and communities, we believe there is strong demand for more food delivery services and more competitive market. Now, Uber taking the majority of the chunk from restaurants, they don't have a chance in Europe, right? Those restaurants want to be treated fairly, right? And I very much doubt a restaurateur who's done his homework will do business with Uber Eats. In Europe, Uber Eats currently available in the UK, France, Spain, Italy, Switzerland, the Netherlands, Belgium, Sweden, and Ireland. Approximately 24 million people use the app to order food from around 126,000 restaurants in Europe last year, as lockdowns resulted in more people ordering takeaways. I mean, that is impressive. It is impressive, no doubt. But it still doesn't give you the right to try and school a self-made billionaire. Europe in particular has been a bright spot for Eats, both in terms of some of the growth we've seen, but also frankly in terms of the strengthening of our market position. Pierre Dimitri Gore-Cody, Uber's senior vice president of delivery, reportedly told Financial Times. Now, Pierre Dimitri Gore, another scoundrel, apparently at one time he was arrested in France. This is the type of people Dara hires, right? He added Just Eat's takeaway is effectively dominating the German marketplace despite its extraordinarily high commission rates, according to the report. That translates into consumers and merchants actually being quite desperate for additional options, right? When they start seeing Uber Eats options, they will not see that as an option, right? So don't come in here saying extra high commission rates when this is precisely what Uber is doing in the United States. Uber Eats takes a commission of up to 30% on each order, depending on the services that it provides. Uber Eats hasn't gone down well everywhere it's been launched. The service was pulled from India last year and South Korea in 2019. Operations have also shut down or sold in parts of Eastern Europe, South America, and Africa. Uber, which is hoping to reach profitability, it's a big hope, right? For the first time this year, said its food delivery couriers in Germany will be employed by fleet management companies that are contracted to Uber. Competition in food delivery, Britain's Just Eat and the Netherlands Takeaway.com announced they were planning to merge in July 2019 as part of a $9 billion conversion deal. Others have tried and failed to go up against Just Eat Takeaway in Germany, including UK headquartered Deliveroo, which pulled out of Germany in 2019. Good luck, Uber Eats, trying to bang heads with this guy, because he has the money and he will throw it at you to burn you and get you out of the market. Why? Because you have insulted his intelligence, right? It's cheap shots, not well thought through. That's just how Dara operates, right? Out of his ass, not out of his brain. Now, do go and get yourself the SplayRide rideshare monitoring platform for safety. You upload all the footage nonstop into the cloud. Check them out. and also look at Curial as a possibility, at least in the United States, if you want to deliver things, right? They are not in Europe. Maybe down the line you will see Curial in Europe. Now, having personally spoken to the CEO of Curial, I call him Herb, right? Herb, Herbert. Fantastic guy, knows how to treat people, knows how to talk to people, listener, respectful, just an amazing guy, right? Probably the same caliber as Jitse Groen, right? And Dara Khosrowshahi could learn a lot from Herb on how Herb treats people. Another amazing CEO, Abdul, right? Who knows how to communicate, knows how to talk to people and respect people, could probably also teach Dara Khosrowshahi a thing or two, right? Those to me are CEOs that are going to places and they care about humans, right? Those are the people I like to report positively on. The people that are actually doing something for humanity, not these trash talkers and bait and switches like Dara Khosrowshahi, Logan Green, Tony West, John Zimmer, etc. Right? So, guys, I'm very harsh on those guys. I have to keep on pounding them, lashing them until they start listening. Have a great day.